Happy Monday to y'all. We are checking out beginning factoring for Algebra 2. I know some of you have seen this already, but again, in Algebra 2 we call it the Algebra 2 F word because it shows up a lot and people don't like it very much. So I'm going to try and make it a little more palatable for you here. I'm not going to go in order with the three that I've marked. I'm going to kind of start with number 4 and work my way around. There's a method to my madness, so stick with me here. So factor each completely. How do I do this? The same two numbers, we're looking for a special pair of numbers. The same two numbers multiply to get the number on the end and add to get the number in the middle, our x coefficient. So here's basically what I'm doing. I like to do little bits of side work with these. Now if you don't find the need for this in a bit, that's okay. It just lets me think through things a little bit more. Because sometimes seeing the two numbers in front of me helps. So I'm like, okay, where do you jump in with this? Well, I usually go towards the multiply area. So I'll start sitting there thinking about numbers that multiply to 18. I'm like 9 and 2 multiply to 18, but if they add up to 9, nope. Okay. 6 and 3. Hey, 6 and 3 add up to 9 multiplied to 18. If this isn't your strength, just play with the calculator a bit. Okay. And so what does this look like now? Am I done? Not quite. It's pretty close though. I'm going to make two sets of parentheses, two quantities. Put an x at the start of each one, and these two values with their signs go in there. Positive 6, positive 3. You just factored. Okay? Pretty slick. Now, as you start to look through some of these, maybe we look at number 1, and we go, hey, so let's see here, multiply to add. So multiplies to -4, adds to -3. Now this time I have an extra hint. Multiply, when you multiply to get a negative number, what do we know? We know one number is going to be positive and one number is going to be negative. That's the only way I can get a negative product. There's the word I'm looking for. So I'm like, okay, well, let's see. Multiplies to 4, 2 and 2. But is positive 2 and -2 going to give me -3? No. What about 4 and 1? 4 and 1 could get me to 3. Now, how do I know how this works? Here's where our other clue comes in. Whatever sign is on your add number, okay, when you have one of each sign, the bigger number is going to have that sign with it. So here, I know it's 4 and 1. The negative has to be the 4, because -4 plus 1 is -3. -4 times 1 is -4. If I switch the signs up, I'd have this one, but this one would be positive 3. That wouldn't work. And so I make a couple sets of parentheses. P in a positive 1. P in a -4. That one's good. Okay. So now, there's one more I want to do, and then I want to give you a hint on one other one. So we look at 2. And we go, okay. Starting to feel better with these. Wait a minute, Hardy, multiply to 3 and add -4. Yeah, when you multiply, just because it's a positive doesn't mean both numbers are positive. Positive times positive is positive, true, but negative times negative also will get me a positive result. And in this case, knowing that the add number is negative lets me know, hey, it is a negative. Okay, 3, there's not a lot of options to get 3. 3 and 1. I owe somebody $3. I borrow one more. I owe 4. Negative times negative is positive, and I've got it. X minus 3, x minus 1. You're like, okay, this isn't terrible. The only thing I'm going to tell you, okay, that can throw things in for a twist, and I'm just going to kind of talk you through this one, so I guess I'm doing half of this with you, is number 7. Okay, there's a couple of ways we can tackle number 7. One, if you're a creature of habit and you're like, I just want to keep doing it the same way, don't mess with me with it. Well, you can do it this way, you can do it this way. If you don't see a value on the end, you can add a 0. Okay, that is okay to do. So if you were going that way, your multiply number would be 0, your add number would be -9. And now we're in the same situation again. But you're like, well, wait a minute though, Hardy. Multiply to 0. Like, 0 and 0, yeah, that would be true. Okay, like, but anything times 0 is 0, right? So like 0 and -9. 0 plus -9 is -9. 0 times anything is 0. Now, normally we're not going to write a problem like this. Okay, because if you take 0 away from k, you're really not doing anything. It would look like this. But here's the easy part. I'm still going to tell you the other way to do it, even if you don't want to hear it. So just mute miracle blah 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 through this otherwise. If you only have two terms, okay, and they have something in common, what do they have in common, those two terms? They both have a k. I can pull that out, and then whatever I would multiply by to get those terms back would go on the inside. K times what is k squared? K. K times what is -9? K, -9. So there's actually multiple ways of doing that particular problem if that situation arises. And that's it for right now. So give these other four a shot, okay? Jot them down, make sure you're showing me what you're up to. Get those in. Let's make that last drive to get those grades as high as we can be. And then still, if you have questions in your geometry class, let me know, okay? Have a good one.